and welcome to the Influencer Creatrix Podcast. Your host is Rita Egidio, and I have a beautiful woman. We are doing like we are in same kind of vibration for hair. I love your hair. Congratulations for that. And I love your energy already, and we did not talk yet. So please, my dear, I always ask my guests to present themselves. So if you want to take the lead, please.
Oh, wonderful. Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for having me on your podcast. I am truly honored to be a guest on your podcast. My name is Orgena Rose for all of those who are listening in. And I am just really, really excited to have this conversation with Rita and really share in this entire energy of being a creatrix. Love.
I love it. I love it. I feel already. So we have a nice click between us. Tell me what you do.
Yes. So I am actually the first online entertainment producer.
Wow. And I am a DJ. That is my main thing. I'm a DJ since 2008. I tour the world, 52 countries. I work as ambassador for Pioneer and then on after. And after COVID hit, I start coaching people digital influence. I start coaching artists, but then after I realized that I did want to coach women and coaches, because if I coach you, you go and your influence is bigger, you go transform other people's lives. And I use tapping as well in EFT to clean blocks about influence and making more money, etc. So nice. So please tell me about you.
Yes. So I have literally over 25 years in arts and entertainment as a singer, songwriter, composer, music branding specialist. Also as a music supervisor, an award-winning voice coach. I've performed, and playwright, best-selling author, and I've performed on Broadway, Carnegie Hall, PBS, Today Show, Conan, and Oprah.
My God.
An amazing career. And I've taken all of that experience. I've worked with Disney and Universal and Sony and, all of these amazing organizations creating all of these amazing things that we all watch and experience. And I took that and combined my life experience and spiritual path, because that's really deeply important to me.
That is so beautiful, because I do the same. I became a healer. Yes. So I'm combining the techniques and the obvious things and the practical things with healing.
Yes.
So
that's it. And that's what I've done. I've literally taken all that experience, my spiritual path and healing gifts, and combined them all. And am now the founder of Divine Spirit Network, or DSN, where I create and I help others to create, produce, and distribute their beautiful inspirational show, movie, or music, and then distribute that out to over 500 networks around the world.
Wow.
So yes. So
I'm going to ask you what is your why, but I think I know. But please share with us why are you doing this there?
Yeah, there are actually a number of reasons. Number one, my why for doing all of this is because I know that in each and every one of us, there is this incredible creator, right? There is the creator is in us, and we are creating our lives every day, whether we know it, whether we're conscious of it.
True. We are creating, I believe then we create our own reality, but you go very deep with that, because we create our life every day. Every decision about foods, standing up, being present or not, being lazy or not, we create our reality every day.
Exactly. And that's creating an outcome. And we may like the outcome or we may not, but if we can become more conscious about all the ways that we're creating, all of those choices and decisions that we're making. But to me, the biggest thing is that we become conscious about it, so we can actually live the kind of lives that we came on this planet to live. Because to me, we're here not by accident, we're here by design. And there is something in each and every one of us that we're called to do, and a way that we're called to share our voice and be seen and heard and make this world a better place. That's my belief. And it's by being seen, right? It's by showing up and being seen and allowing our voice to be heard, having the courage to share it, that's how we make the world a better place. And for me, my upbringing was pretty challenging, to say the least, right? And so there was lots of just about every kind of abuse you could think of that I experienced. And so I learned some tools that helped me to keep moving forward, keep taking one step and making a different choice to go into a higher vibe, a higher vibration, a higher energy, to keep rising higher and higher out of whatever the circumstance that I was in. And those choices and those decisions, that's what's gotten me to all of those amazing experiences that you just heard that I've had. So,
oh my God, you are beautiful. I can see all your beautiness in your soul, and your aura is amazing. What kind of offers do you have? So if I'm going to you as an artist, what kind of offers do you have, so we can, this is a place for you to unapologetic advertise yourself, okay? This is what I create. Unapologetic, just go for it.
Yes, well, excellent. My core work that I started with, again, like 20 something years ago, was all around the voice, and it's called Rapid Voice Transformation. And while it is about your physical voice, it's also about your inner voice, because as we know, that's where all change and transformation starts. It's what's going on inside, the voices in our head and all of that. And then that continues the journey into being our artist development program. And this is all kinds of artists. So whether you're a visual artist or a singer, a songwriter, a dancer, an actor, it matters not, because it's all about developing ourselves as that artist so that we can be self-sustaining. And so I love taking artists from being and having the starving artist disorder, which I call it SAD.
Yeah, please, God, why we live in that. We need to tap on that. We really need to tap on that.
Exactly. So we really, to eliminate starving artist disorder, or SAD, and becoming 6- and 7-figure artists. And it's not just about the money, but it's about being able to actually do what you love to do, what you came here to do.
Without the belief, then you need to starve, right?
Right, and be self-sustaining and actually be able to make a living. It's what I've done, and it's what I've helped so many other artists to do, is to literally share their gifts and their talents, but do it in a way that you're making an income while you're making a difference, while you're doing what you love. And that, to me, that's a holistic approach. And you'll learn, I went to college too, and I learned all about how to be a great singer and dancer and actor and all of those things. And that was wonderful. And then I learned, some other tools, and I learned all of these different tools in different worlds. And I realized most don't get all of those other areas. About how do you share your work in a way that's actually going to make money for you, so that you're not like having to have a day job, right? So you can
that was on the beginning when I was working with artists.
Yes.
That was the thing. It was always, my main client was a man. I work with women now, so coach women. I just work with, but was men, 30, 40, they have a second job and they found they want to be a DJ. But for me as a coach, because for me as an influencer coach, is really frustrating, because I can make them grow, but it's difficult for me to make them doing an income. Right. So I changed my business for women, because I love women. I love the energy. I love to help.
Mm-hmm.
Your success is a little bit my success as well. And that is beautiful. And I love what I'm doing. But artists need help, and I was able to make them grow, but I was not able to bring them the income. And I want retention on my clients. I want you to work for 3 months with me and then work for more 3 months with me, right?
Yeah,
That is the main thing. That is the main thing. So I'm very, very focused on that. So tell me a story of one of your clients and you can share.
Yes, one of my absolute favorites. I actually just shared this a moment ago.
One or two, you can whatever if it's.
Oh, good. I've got tons.
Okay.
But one of my favorites is of a woman. She was a single mom. She came into my studio and she worked at a desk job, working her desk job. But she had a dream of being a singer. Like in the back of her head, she was hoping that she could be a singer. And she came into my studio and she was so nervous and so really insecure about her voice, didn't know. And I worked with her voice, and we'll say within the first 3 months, she finally got up enough courage to go for an audition for this musical in her local area. And she got it. So she got in, she was in the musical, and she was enjoying it. She was just part of the ensemble, and that was fun. But it also confirmed for her she really did want to do this, right? So then she got really gutsy and she went out for this audition for something else and didn't get it. Now, she didn't tell me, and we didn't practice anything or nothing, right? She just went for it. And she came into my studio really, really like deflated. She thought, what am I doing? This is crazy. I can't do this. And I said, cut that, right? Don't even go there. I had an audition.
Delete it, cancel.
Exactly. Delete, cancel, reject, right? So I had an audition that I had seen that I thought would be perfect for her. It was for a national tour as a lead role, right? So I gave her a song and we practiced it and we got her ready for that audition. She went in there and smashed it, got the part. Wow. So she's now doing a national tour in a show. This was within 6 months, in just 6 months of going from not having sung to now being in this national tour. Fast forward, she becomes their production. She keeps coming and keeps working with me, and I teach her all about the business, all the back end, all around, being in showbiz and performing and theater and the stage and the whole nine. Long story short, she is now the COO of that company.
Whoa!
COO.
She was not on the plan.
She literally kept going. She became the production manager, started also, she brought me in to do music directing. So then I taught her about that. So she started doing that and then casting. And she just kept moving up until literally she became the COO of this major entertainment company out of New York City. And she is also now married to the owner of that company.
Oh my God. That was 180. People have used like 360, but they don't know it's not because it's 100.
And I saw that for her. I could tell it when I worked with her voice. I saw what was possible for her. She really got a gift.
Do you see it?
I did. That's why I kept moving forward. And I've got stories like, another one, which is probably just as dramatic, was this young guy. I think he was like 19, 20 years old, really young. Little guy, like tiny little thing, right? Maybe 5'4", really slim, but he had this incredible deep voice, speaking voice. But and everyone kept telling him, you should sing. You're amazing. You have this crazy voice, like James Earl Jones kind of voice. Deep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he comes in, but here's the thing. He didn't match pitch at all.
Okay.
He did not match pitch. Now, most people would tell him he's tone deaf, but that's not true. That's actually incredibly rare. That's like one of those rare diseases that happen 1 in 10 million people get this thing, right? So that's really rare. So I knew, okay, let me take him through my Rose voice method, through my system, and train his ear, because many times we just need some ear training. And that's all it was. I'm not kidding. In 2 months, he was performing in one of my showcases. I produce online showcases, and he was quite the ham. He was out there performing. This was actually a live showcase. So this was in person. And he was amazing. He just thought he was Michael Jackson all over again. So So the thing is, I'm really good at building confidence and really giving, really lifting people up so that they can really know that they can do it. Well, for him, he kind of took it, same thing like my first one did. He just decided, I'm going to go audition for American Idol.
And he went?
And he didn't win, but he got on.
Oh my God.
Actually got through on American Idol. This is also within 6 months of starting working with me. 6 months.
Do you believe that any person can sing?
I do. And here's why. If you can speak, you can sing.
Oh my God, because I think I'm the worst singer in the world.
I know, lots of people do. Lots of people do.
Let me give you something for that.
Let me tell you. Here's what my first voice teacher taught me, and it's what I teach everybody now, and it's the truth. 90% of singing is mental.
Okay.
90% is mental. The human voice is an amazing, amazing instrument. It can do amazing things, as we see and hear from different artists. But we stop it. We tell ourselves we can't do it. And that's actually what creates it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then everyone's saying to you, just keep saying, don't sing. So it's
right.
Really
and that actually is what shuts people down. What is literally other people's reactions, responses. Now, here's the thing. You've heard all the things that I've just told you that I've done, but I was actually also told that I couldn't sing by a choir teacher. Okay. So the one who's supposed to teach me actually told me when I was very young, she told me, no, singing's not your thing. Sorry, voice is not there. And that literally could have shut me down. But thankfully, I had this voice in my head. This is why this is really big. I had the voice in my head of my godmother who would tell me, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Oh,
anything.
I love it.
And she would tell me all the time. Yeah. And I held on to that. So I rejected what this teacher was telling me, even though she's an adult and an authority and I'm really young. And I decided I'm going to prove her wrong. And
that is stressful. Like
I kid you not. That's what I did.
I think every morning to every piece of what told me in my life that I could not do it and it was not possible, or tried to make me fall in the journey or trick me, or I think thank you to all of them because they made me go for it. I am that kind. To say no to me is not possible. Oh, my friend. My friend, that is just what I need.
That's it.
That is just what I need. Just give me that. And it's like, wow. Thank you for activating my booster. Right?
That's exactly what happened. And 4 years later, ready? I got to sing in front of that very teacher as the soloist for the entire eastern region of the United States.
Oh my God. Then did she went to you?
And I watched her mouth drop to the floor in utter shock at hearing the voice that was coming out of my mouth after what she thought, and this was only 4 years later. This was how massive things changed for me over that next year, because I had a teacher who taught me how to use my voice, how the voice works, how to sing, and how to keep it healthy, right? Was another thing I had to learn later. So, but that's it. We just need to learn. It's like telling somebody the first time that they drive that they are not a driver. We wouldn't do that. We tell them, go get some driver's lessons, right? We said, get some driving lessons, right? Go take the test, learn. So that's all. We just need to learn. That's it. And that's how it is in all of these areas, really.
Let me tell you a story. One time I was going to perform as an open act for Ministry of Sound, which used to be a huge thing. And I was really nervous and chatty, and I was bubbly, and I was like, and the DJ came from UK to Portugal, and this was in Portugal. I'm Portuguese, this was in Portugal. And I started chatting with him and said, oh, I'm so happy. I remember the day, 7 May, 2011. I'm so happy, and I was this bubbly girl, woman. And I was 30 years old, I think, or 20, so something like that, 30. And And he looks to me and he say, babe, you just need to smile. And I swallowed that and I said, wait a second, my friend. So I went to play. I start opening, so empty. And it built up. It was a big club, but not a lot of people. And I had 2 hours set. In 1 hour, they saw how hot was the dance floor. So he come in and he take me out, what is not polite at all, because if I have 2 hours to play, but I knew it inside of me, then something was going to happen. Yeah. So I went out, my manager started shouting, saying, you cannot do that. But I said, shh, shut up, let's go out. We went out and he started playing a totally different music than my crowd is used to. And my crowd saw me going out. They are my crowd. They follow me, right? So empty. In 10 minutes, dance floor was empty. And he started betting, and the label manager comes to me and he say, I used to use the name Rocky. Rocky, do you mind to go back and do back-to-back? I said, no, I'm going back. And I arrived there and he said, he's sweating. And I said, oh, Rocky, thank you. And I said to him, no, babe, you just need to smile. And that is the story. And I think like that is one of my highlights in my life working. I have many, but it's that thing, that so powerful thing in our gut. And I think then if you come from a background of pain, I lost my mom. I did not have, I had abuse in my life, sexual abuse in my life, but I lost my mom. And I was trying to figure out my space. I lost my father as well in a certain way, because he was never the same anymore after my mom died. And I see people as you and me, because you have this happiness on you, people as you and me and many others and many women. And I think this is what we all have trauma, but that's trauma. Some of us, we transform in fuel, in gasoline, in petrol, in electricity. And we go for it, because one thing then we know, and tell me if you don't, we know what is to be unhappy. So we know how grateful we are today.
That's right.
You can get, like Tony Robbins says, life happens for you, not to you. You can get a beautiful, uplifting life because you lost it all. You went through all, right? I don't know, but I feel in you that it's a joy to listen to you. It's a joy for sure to be coached by you. And that comes from a place of love.
Yes, exactly. 100%. Because that's the thing. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, know what that pain feels like. And I know for myself, I spent time sometimes being stuck in that and couldn't figure out how to get there. And thankfully there were people who, mentors and coaches and people who showed up in my life to help pull me out, pull me forward. So that I could keep moving forward. And now that's what I get to pay it back. I get to pay it forward, right? I get to share what I learned with other people to help them now pull out of it, keep moving forward, keep taking one step in front of the other, and knowing that you can do anything you set your mind to.
Oh my God, you can do anything you set your mind to. This is so true. And sometimes the only issue is expanding your want, like expand your wishes.
That's right.
Of the box. Don't think you want to get $10,000. Think you want to get $100,000. What is the problem if you just get $89,000? Is that a big issue? No, that is a high-class problem. I always have fun when someone complains about something. Like, we have flowers. I put flowers. Yesterday I allowed myself to buy loads of flowers for the house, and my cat was eating the flowers, and we almost dropped the water. And I was complaining with the cat, and then I realized this is a high class problem. This means when I have money to buy flowers, this means that I'm doing something right. Yeah. And I can have this little issue with my cat and the flowers.
That's right. Yeah.
Expanding. You want 1,000, ask for 10,000. You want 10,000, ask for 100,000. Go for it. Just go for it. It is possible. When I change, today I have, and I start thinking that my offers are really cheap. I have offers and people can work with me intensive for $1,500 or $3,500 for 3 months of work. And I get results. I was just seeing my people getting the results and I have a different guarantee. I guarantee, so we set up on the beginning, we set up your goals, money goals or students or whatever.
That's right.
And I will be working with you even after that time until you achieve that goals.
That is
a great guarantee. So I was looking for that. And before I was selling package of $500 and I was killing myself.
Yeah.
And like in a moment to the other, I shift because I know what I bring to the table.
That's right.
And deciding to work with the correct people is very important as well.
It is.
Not everyone.
That's right.
Not
everyone. It's got to be in alignment. That's right. It's got to feel and be in alignment.
And sometimes you need to speak with 100 people to find one that is aligned. Because
that's right.
You get to give this kind of guarantee, you need to be aligned. If not,
well, and I believe people are called to you and you're called to people. I really believe that. I know that and I know that when people show up in my world to work with me, they are ready for a massive leap in their lives, in their mission, in their work, and they are ready to just bust. Like they are ready to expand to that level. And that's what happens for my people, right? It's a quantum shift, right? So that's actually like one of my highest level. I call it the quantum voice, because we take you as an artist and it's about a quantum leap. It is about not just a nice little bits over here. I'm talking massive. We have people that Oprah has tapped, after interviewing, because we do a whole media training, how to present and show up as your authentic self, but as your highest authentic self. And we've had, Oprah's people tapping some of our guests, right? Some of our people in our programs. We've had national interviews, TV shows reaching out to interview them. Again, they're ending up on Broadway. They're ending up, in doing their own tours with their own bands now, right? Opening for major artists, becoming major artists. So that's the level, right? So that's my quantum artist development. So we go from that, from where you are to just an absolute level. Exactly. Where you really want to be. That dream that's actually deep in you that you even dare not say, that you're even too afraid to even allow yourself to think it's possible. It's more than possible. It's actually what you're called to. Yeah.
I'm so aligned with you. I could be here talking for hours with you. We cannot. So I want you to tell, and then I want you to send to me the links where people can find you.
All right. Beautiful. Yes. So for those interested in the Rapid Voice Transformation, that's rapidvoicetransformation.com. And you can find out there about our Sacred Artists Development Program and our Quantum Artists Program. So all of that, once you go there, you can find out. And we have a free gift there, of course. We're doing a boot camp in 3 weeks, called the Rapid Voice Transformation Boot Camp. So you can come and be served and get a feel for how it is working in my world, being in my world, and how we help and serve. You'll feel a real difference immediately. It's promised, guaranteed for sure. And then from there, you can find out about our other ways of really serving and helping you to get to your highest level and what you're called to do.
Amazing. I want to know, I'm excited, and I was thinking about what is my last question for you, and I have two, so let's do two. One quote that you love.
Well, I've already said it a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, that you can do anything you set your mind to, because it's just the truth when we really, really can get that. But the other one that I used to use a lot, the one that I used to use a lot, and I'd actually give it as a gift to all of my students and clients, and that was go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you've imagined. That's by Thoreau.
I love one who say, take ownership of the result before you have any clue how to get the result.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So what message can you send to people listen to us now?
Yeah.
The microphone is yours. Just go for it.
Is take the first step. Just take the first step. Many times we think we have to have like the whole plan and all of these other things in place. You don't. You just take the first step that's placed in front of you. You know, Martin Luther King said it. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. That's it. And keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. It will unfold in front of you. Yes. Boldness has genius. Be bold. Take that first step.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm going to say bye to you, and I'm going to say bye to her again. Orgena. Orgena.
Yes.
Orgena. You have a name that nobody will forget. That is an amazing Orgena Rose. Beautiful. I'm going to say bye to Orgena in personally. I'm sending you guys away. Sorry. Guys, love this, like this, write comments, and don't forget subscribe, because we are bringing the power to the creatrix women in this world.